Politics are play with the Maroon, them, you know. Politics are play with the Maroon, them, you know. What? And what the people them to get in their comfort? Politics, provocation, you know. Water, them and deny the people. Water, water. That must be their comfort. Water, that must be their comfort. Water, Jamaica, Babylon. Oneness, oneness, you're behind it. Oneness, fear up, fear up. Judgment, 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 judgment. Look at the Maroons. Look at the Maroon them and Saudi make Chief Curry. Stop promote the man. Stop promote the man. Stop antagonize the man. You never know about this. Who knew that this was happening with the Maroons? It's 4 weeks now the Maroons have been trying their very best to get their water system off the wharf.
Water. You not release it.
And them decide say, oh, it's not humanitarian aid. Them want charge the Maroons them full brunt of money for something that they're not going to commercialize.
Bus them coming free.
But the bus came in.
Free.
The bus them come in. The bus them come in where commercialized things. They paid over 3 million US. No, they paid over 3 million for the first assessment. They went to collect the containers, then sent for an assessment again. And they paid over 800,000. And then they went for it today and they're being told they have to pay a new assessment again of over $1 million.
So four,
Wait, 5 million that you know, Courtney.
5 million.
4.8 million customs want from the Maroon them just to do an assessment. You hear what I said? $4.8 million. We do an assessment. Jamaica, 4.8 million. Their compound want to get water. Their compound want to do them water. Chief Richard Curry, where are you? Chief Richard Curry, good night. What is happening? I call on Chief Richard Curry tonight. Chief Curry, I'm calling on you. Come and talk to Partner Draw right now.
Speak up.
Chief Curry, what kind of provocation coming to you? Let Partner Draw use that voice to amplify and to get this water machine out.
My ear, man. What they are calling, man?
Jamaica. People of Jamaica. People of Jamaica. They have been provoking the Maroons. Said to them, provoke them with them the lumber.
Yes.
The lumber them want to go after what they are. And there was a statement from the United Nations about those lumbers.
Free up the equipment.
Water is life.
Of course.
Water is life. And you know them putting on the pressure upon the Maroons now. Andrew Holness, you're going to go down for this again, you know. Andrew Holness, you're going to go down for this again, you know. Ancestors. Lucifer, your throne going to go down.
Time come. Some are got charged for corruption.
Lucifer. Lucifer, your throne. Jamaica. We cannot continue being this bad. It cannot continue being this bad.
And the more long it they have to pay it for the half, you know.
It's 4 weeks now the men want to get off them thing off the wharf. But I can tell you, it's now they are bang man. They are bang. They need to blow something down there. They need to blow something down there. Provoke them. Provoke them. Confuse them. Confuse them. Confuse them. The chief is calling me. The chief is calling me, Jamaica. The chief is calling.
Ball out!
Chief Curry, good night.
Good night, Andre. How are you doing?
I am here wondering what is really happening with your water project, Chief Curry.
Well, I think there are a lot of people who have questions with regards to that, Andre. Not only you, but the people of Akompong, and of course the lovely people who have made the system available to us.
Yes.
So just a little bit of background. The atmospheric water system, atmospheric water generator, it's a hybrid technology that is being utilized by the Moses West Foundation. And if you've seen the videos of Moses West and what they've been doing, providing water to communities all over the world who've been deprived of this life, resource. So, of course, Akompong, sitting in the heart of Cockpit Country, is one of the communities that has labored with accessibility to water. So even though the water is right around us, it's not easily accessible or harvested based on where we're located. So we've had challenges in the past and many, many promises, right, on getting the water issue in Akompong resolved. Now, since coming into office, it has been one of my commitments that we would have clean drinking water and we would have running water in our community before my time would be up. Well, that was a monumental commitment and challenge that we took on. But our administration worked very hard. We've overcome several challenges to get to the point where we are now in securing this unit that would provide clean drinking water to every household in Akompong. And the intention was to have this here landed and all set ready to go before the school term started. So the containers arrived on the 21st. We made
the 21st of when? July?
21st of July, sorry, yes, 21st of July. And we had already sent out the various communications to the different entities regarding the concessions and providing all the relevant information that was required. Now, to be fair, there was some amount of miscommunication that came across where that information was sent. It was actually not sent to the desk that it was supposed to be sent to. So it eventually got there 2 weeks late. Nevertheless, they started the processing of the concession and we realized that it would take a little bit of time to have that done.
Yes.
So in the interest of time and what was in front of us to prevent any additional storage costs, demurrage charges, really, we had to figure out the soonest possible way of getting the containers off the port. Now, I don't know how many people are aware, but after 7 days, you start paying storage.
After
daily.
7 days, you start.
The situation with that now is that for the entire week, the last maybe 7 or 8 days, we've been assiduously trying to clear the way to have these containers delivered. And in doing so, it requires resources, money. You're spending to get equipment in place,
yes,
persons mobilized, materials around. And it's a lot of things that we have to do. And the gymnastics has just proved really challenging in that when we went back there, I think it was on Tuesday, we were told that we were being reevaluated and we had to pay an additional duty charge based on what the solar system setup that is in the container entails. Now the system is all built into a rack, so I'm not sure how they quantify or they qualify what gets exempt or what doesn't. But the challenge was the shelving units that the batteries were built in.
Yes.
That was all cleared. Paid an additional fee. I think it was about $770 something thousand dollars. That was on. We paid that yesterday, actually, right, to have that rectified and to move the process through, with the hope that today we'll be able to take those containers off. Went back in there, and then we heard that there was a wrong code that was being charged, a wrong tariff code that was being charged. This is after the tariff department had already assessed and provided feedback based on the initial stop that we had, and we paid that initial sum. We're now being asked today again to spend another $700,000+ to clear this equipment, and we just find it ludicrous because even if that was some error on behalf of the customs agency, the tariff department had a liaison moving about trying to get this thing rectified. It was done. Then it got to the next checkpoint and they're being turned back, and our entire weekend plan have now been changed. The equipment that would have been mobilized, those are costs that we're now having to absorb. Then into the weekend, the storage fees over the weekend. And I saw somebody saying that Monday is nomination day, so most likely that will be a very challenging day as well. So we're having possibly three additional days of storage that we're gonna have to line of sight as to where the end will be.
Mighty God.
So it's very, very disappointing for us, but I mean, I'm hoping that the process itself unravels in the best way possible.
How much money you have spent so far, Chief Curry? How much money you have spent thus far?
Okay, in just getting the roadways prepared, Andre, to get the containers up, we have spent over $1 million Jamaican dollars so far in mobilizing men, material, and heavy duty equipment.
Yes.
To get things in place for the arrival of this piece of equipment.
Just for the arrival, you spend $1 million.
Mind you, Andre, it's the first of its kind in the Caribbean. Jamaica should stand tall on having this piece of technology right here in the heart of the cockpits.
Mighty God. So apart from that $1 million, how much more you spent, Chief Curry?
We spent monies in other areas as well, securing the heavy duty equipment to lift the containers and also to truck them down. Right. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Andrew. I don't have the total in front of me.
You don't have the total. Does your ambassador have the total? Good night, ambassador.
Yes, because the duty fees we have paid over $5 million in fees, in duty and
over $5 million already.
Correct.
Mighty God.
And still, and the clock is still going, Andre.
But you're saying that this is the first of its kind in the Caribbean. Have you tried?
That is correct.
Have you tried getting support from the government to get this machine off the wharf?
We have sent a letter to Minister Favour Williams from as early as I believe the 12th of July, before the container reached here. We have spoken to her office. They have responded, but we have not gotten confirmation of our request. It has been silent from her office directly. So we're really just been trying to deal with this directly with the customs, Jamaica Customs Agency at this time. We thinking that because we got a response from the government office, everybody would kind of follow some kind of protocol or procedure, being that this is, as Chief Curry is saying, the first of its kind equipment and technology. The country should be very proud to know that this technology is on the island. And not only that, this is humanitarian equipment that will aid not just elderly, but children as well, people who need access to water quickly. It's summer, there's heat, we have to be able to assist and fulfill a promise
So-
that our administration has done.
How effective is this water system that you're carrying in their compound?
The water system will be at an optimum level in the cockpits and should be able to make 300 gallons of water per day, 24 hours a day, as we'll be running it on a solar system. We only have to shut off this system just to change the air filters, which probably will change every 6 months. But with this kind of technology, which is also used by militaries around the world, even when there's a hurricane or some type of natural disaster, we'll be able to easily push these all of the equipment and fold it up, solar panels and everything, plus the water machine, and put it right back into the 240-foot containers. And if needs be, move them to another location. So it is a very flexible technology and we'll be able to pipe and move water,
Mighty
mobile
God.
water, anywhere across
This is-
Jamaica to our other Maroon districts as we so please.
The idea behind this application, Andre, is to
Yes.
solve the challenge of clean drinking water. So we plan to provide every household with a 5-gallon jug, right, where they come and they catch their drinking water, that they'll have
At a
clean
kiosk.
drinking water accessible at a kiosk. And it will be dispensed from
So it will be
by
like a
kiosk.
it will
So
be like
everyone-
a water dispenser in their compound that the
Correct.
Maroons can come and just collect the water and go back home.
Correct. Correct.
Correct.
Oh.
And
they're
we'll also
shuttling
be
water across the other
we'll
districts
also
as
be
well.
filling water trucks as well and trucking that to our other Maroon districts.
Mighty God. And this is what is being sabotaged and stopped and stonewalled.
As we so see it in front of us, Andre, we've been trying to get these containers off assiduously for the last 4 weeks, asking questions, and for some reason, 3 times now, they keep telling us they keep applying the wrong code. So it's either some
Chief Korean Ambassador Anu, how do you plan to proceed with this matter now?
Well, Andre, we've raised it, and the persons within the customs agency, up until maybe 2 o'clock today, you understand there was some heavy rains and a power outage down there, and there was flooding of the ports as well. Hopefully, none of that got near to our equipment, but I heard that they got early, so we had no answer or resolve. We're hoping that at some point on Monday, there can be some rapid resolve, so we can have this put out the way and not over-escalated unnecessarily.
But you said that you probably have to go pay some more money, Chief Curry. When are going to get more money to pay on this 5 million that you have paid already?
no.
There are 2
Andre.
hopes, Andre. There are 2 hopes. The hope is that what's happening, the liberation that's going on now, as to the validity of the additional portion, because the question is, the issue was raised on the inspection, and that was passed to the tariff department, which they made a resolution and moved it forward, and we paid the extra amount. So as far as we're concerned, the issue and the challenge that was raised was addressed, and was addressed not only by us but by the manufacturer. So we got to the point of dispatch, and that's where we had another hiccup.
Another place of is about to release now, and them
Andre.
saying that there is an issue to release it.
Correct.
Mighty God.
Correct. It was at its final stage of release. There was no reason for it to go and be reassessed within 24 hours again, to then, on a Friday, conveniently on a Friday, just, not be handed over to us.
My God. So you're growing impatient, Chief Curry. You're growing
As a leader,
impatient.
patience has to be your foundation, and you have been very patient, right? I don't mind being patient, but I can tell you, the people need water, and they need clean drinking water. Nobody else is doing it for us.
You know what, Andre, I just want to make this clear, because anyone could go and research this. This thing is other than the water generating unit, right, which is a humanitarian machine as well, and can be considered as such. The solar panels, right, and solar equipment, according to what is on the books right now, are tax exempt and from GCT as well. So we're trying to really understand what exactly are they trying to pick, choose, and refuse. What are they trying to do? right? Because the source of the creation of the equipment has explained to them and written to them, in every way possible to explain to them it's all one unit to work together. Every piece is needed for it to work. So the whole thing should just pass through. So even though we've paid that money, Andre, we expect to get it back from the Ministry of Finance, from the concession. That's why we paid those money,
Yes.
right? Because think about it. That money that went to them, if the government has said over 3 years ago that no money should go to the Maroon communities, why are you collecting our money then?
My God.
Right? Why are you collecting our money when no money will ever come to our communities? We had to go overseas to get water.
Overseas, you had to go to get water. The government has not even looked at you people. So you had to go overseas to get the water. My God. What a cruelty.
And trust me, it will come a day when the Maroons will sound just as frustrated as Chief Curry and myself and our administration, Andre, and that will be a sight to behold when they decide to come out of the mountains and pick up their machines.
Pick up their machines.
Because it's theirs. Right, so it's not just Chief Curry and the ambassador and the government, the Akongpong government. It's for the people, right? So somebody has to answer to the people.
Wow. So you said you don't want the Maroons to get to that point.
It's not necessary, Andre. If there's a game, we're saying it's not necessary. It's not necessary to provoke peaceful people who are waiting for their aid. It's a humanitarian aid that is there, that was promised to them, that was donated to them.
So what you want to make be your final words tonight to the powers that be?
Chief?
So I'll start by saying, Andrew, we acknowledge that there are differences of opinions when it comes to the status of the Maroons, the Indigenous, requiring their response on the incident last year, to which our lumber was illegally taken out, and having stamped and registered and logged the lumber in our books, we have since had no information or communication regarding the incident or the matter.
Yes.
The lumber was illegally removed and not taken to the police station as the laws of Jamaica would have prescribed. And they have violated in several ways the consent of approval of the Maroons within their ancestral lands, sacred lands, the illegal removal of this lumber, and violation of other rights, which we do hope they take very seriously in addressing. If they're very honest about being caring about the people of this island and wanting to create the environment for a republic that they so clearly seek after, right? So for us, I think we would love to see this being resolved very quickly, and I'd love to see also a more aggressive stance as it relates, or an aggressive approach as it relates to Indigenous rights and the treatment of Indigenous peoples in Jamaica.
Well, I'm going to have a conversation with you before the elections are out, because there is a lot happening, and I'm sure you want to talk further about it before we go to the polls. Am I correct, Chief Curry?
That is correct.
Well, people, I'm going to be monitoring this case with this water project until it comes off the wharf and it reaches into their compound. But gentlemen, just try your very best to keep it safe, and I'll be doing my very best to use my platform to advocate for the injustice being done to the people of their compound to be stopped, the sabotage to be stopped, in the interest for the people getting their humanitarian assistance. All right? But we'll be talking again very soon.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, be blessed now.
Have a good night. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more PDTV News evening highlights. Remember to show your support. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.